unforgettable.
And it's not over.
Apparently not.
It's only just beginning.
It's awful.
Wasn't the pantomime.
The circus.
Musical.
The circus.
What can I have done with that briar?
He's a scream. He's lost his Adina.
I'll be back.
End of the corridor on the left.
Keep my seat.
Does anybody
I lost my Captain Peterson.
He'll be the death of me.
You haven't by any chance seen... Oh, he's gone. Can't say goodbye. How could he? He might have waited.
You would have burst.
Oh. Oh, well then of course in that case.
Yeah.
What for?
You'll see.
You want me to get up? Wait. Look. Oh, I say.
It's all over.
Enter Vladimir Somber. He shoulders Lucky out of the way.
He's not pleased.
You missed the treat, he'd say.
He subsides. Indeed, all subsides. A great calm descends.
Raising his hand.
Listen. Pan sleeps.
Good night, Melicom.
You don't
All three
feel
look at the sky.
I've got a patchwork waistcoat.
You don't feel like...
You don't feel like going into a dance?
We'll see. Well, you see,
Why, it's very natural. Very natural indeed. I myself, if I was in your situation, waiting for a certain god in, goddess, goddo. Anyhow, you see who I mean. I'd wait till it was black night before I gave up. I'd like very much to sit down, but I don't quite know how to go about
would that be
it.
of any help?
If you ask me, perhaps.
What?
If you ask me to sit down,
Would that help?
I fancy so.
Here we go. Be seated, sir. I beg of you.
Oh, no, no, I would not think of it.
Pause. Aside.
Ask me again.
Come, take a seat. I beseech you. You'll get pneumonia.
You really think so?
Why, it's absolutely certain.
No doubt you are correct.
He sits down.
Thank you, dear fellow.
He consults his watch.
But I must really be getting along, if I am to observe my schedule.
Time has stopped.
Cuddling his watch to his ear.
Don't you believe it, sir? Don't you believe it?
He puts his watch back in his pocket.
Anything you like, but not that.
Everything seems black to me today.
Except the firmament. But I see what it is. You're not from these parts. You don't know what our twilights can do. Should I tell you?
Silence. Estragon is fiddling with his boot again, Vladimir with his hat.
I can't refuse you.
Vaporizer.
A little attention, if you please. Oh, I'm sorry.
Vladimir and Estragon continue their fiddling. Lucky is half asleep. Potso cracks the whip feebly.
What on earth is the matter with this whip?
He gets up and cracks it firmer. Huh. Lucky
Worn
jumps.
out.
Vladimir's hat, Estragon's boot. Worn out this way.
Worn out, this whip.
He looks at Vladimir and Estragon.
What was I saying?
Let's go.
But take the weight off your feet. I implore you. You'll catch your death.
True.
True.
He sits down. To Estragon.
And what's your name?
Adam.
So that's
Ah, yes, the knight.
Ah, yes, the knight.
He raises his head.
But be a little more attentive. Otherwise, we'll never get anywhere.
He looks at the sky.
It's like quarter past now, isn't it?
Look.
They all look at the sky. Except Lucky, who is dozing off again. Potso jerks the rope.
Will you look at that sky, pig?
Lucky looks at the sky.
Good. That's enough.
They stop looking at the sky.
What is there so extraordinary about it?
Qua sky.
It's just as pale and luminous as any other sky at this hour of the day.
Pause.
In these latitudes,
Pause.
when the weather is fine.
Lyrically.
Well, we can't leave the car enough.
An hour ago.
An hour ago,
He looks at his watch.
roughly,
After having paused,
after having poured ever since,
he hesitates. Prosaic.
say 10 o'clock in the morning,
Lyrical.
tirelessly correct, a red and white light, it begins to lose its effulgence, to grow pale.
Gesture of two hands lapsing by.
It is pale, ever a little paler. A little paler until,
Dramatic pause. Ample gesture of the two hands flung wide apart.
puff, finished. It comes to a rest.
Hand raised in admonition.
But behind this veil of gentleness and peace, the night is charging,
Vibrantly.
and will burst upon us.
Snaps his fingers.
Pop, like that.
His inspiration leaves him. Trail off.
Just when we least expect it.
Silence. Gloomily.
That's how it is on this bitch of an earth.
Long silence.
Can someone pass me a
He picks up his hat, looks inside it, shakes it, puts it on.
How did you find me?
Vladimir and Estragon look at him blankly.
Good, fair, middling, poor, positively bad.
Oh, very good. Very, very good.
And you, sir?
Trayvon.
Fervently.
Bless you, gentlemen. Bless you.
Pause.
I have such need of encouragement.
Pause.
I weakened a little towards the end. You didn't notice?
Oh, perhaps just a teeny weeny little bit.
I thought it was intentional.
You see, my memory is defective.
Silence.
In the meantime, nothing happens.
You find it tedious?
Somewhat.
To
And
Vladimir.
you, sir?
I've been better at the thing.
Silence. Pozzo struggles inwardly.
Gentlemen, you have been civil to me.
Not at all.
What's an idea?
Yes, you have been correct. So that I ask myself, is there anything I can do in my turn for these honest fellows who are having such a dull, dull time?
Even 10 francs would be welcome.
You're not beggars.
Is there anything I can do? That's what I ask myself. To cheer them up. I've given them bones, I've talked to them about this and that, I've explained the twilight, admittedly, but is it enough? That's what tortures me. Is it enough?
Even 5.
That's enough.
I couldn't accept less.
Is it enough? No doubt. But I am liberal, it's my nature. This evening. So much the worse for me.
He jerks the rope. Lucky looks at him.
For I shall suffer. No doubt about that.
Picks up the whip.
What do you prefer? Shall we have him dance, or sing, or act, or recite, or think? Or who? Who? You know how to think, you two.
He thinks.
Certainly, aloud. He even used to think very prettily once. I could listen to him for hours. Now,
He shudders.
so much the worse for me. Well, would you like him to think something for us?
I'd rather he danced. It'd be more fun.
Not necessarily.
Wouldn't it, Dee Dee? Be more fun.
I'd like well to hear him think.
Perhaps he could dance first and think afterwards, if it isn't too much to ask him.
Would that be possible?
By all means. Nothing simpler. It's the natural order.
Then let him dance.
Silence.
Do you hear, Hog?
He never refuses.
He refused once.
Silence.
Dance, misery.
Lucky puts down basket, advances towards front, turns to Pozzo. Lucky dances. He stops.
Is that all?
Encore!
Lucky executes the same movements. Stops.
Pooh! I do it better as I do as well myself. Oh, with a little practice.
He used to dance the farandole, the fling, the brawl, the jig, the fandango, and even the hornpipe. He capered for joy. Now that's the best he can do. Do you know what he calls it?
Scapegoat's agony.
The hard stool.
The net. He thinks he's entangled in a net.
There's something about it.
Whoa!
Tell us about the time you refused.
With pleasure, with pleasure.
He fumbles in his pockets.
Wait,
He fumbles.
what have I done with my
He
spray?
fumbles.
Well, now isn't that...
He looks up, consternation on his features. Faintly.
I can't find my pulverizer.
Faintly.
My left lung is very weak,
He coughs fever.
but my right lung is as sound as a bell.
No
Normal.
matter. What was I saying?
He ponders.
Wait,
Ponders.
well, now isn't that...
He raises his head.
Help me!
Wait.
Wait.
Wait!
All three take off their hats.
Ah!
He has it.
Well,
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
Rubbish.
are you sure?
Damn it, haven't you already told us?
I've already told you.
He's already told us.
Anyway, he has put them down.
So he has. And what of it?
Since he has put down his bags, it is impossible to ask why he does not do so.
Stoutly
And
reasoned.
why has he put them down?
Answer us that.
In order to dance.
True.
True.
Silence. They put on their hats.
Nothing happens. Nobody comes. Nobody goes. It's awful.
Tell him to think.
Give him his hat.
His hat.
He can't think without his hat.
Give him his hat.
Me? After what he did to me? Never.
I'll give it to him.
He does not move.
Tell him to go and fetch it.
It's better to give it to him.
I'll give it to him.
You must put it on his head.
Tell him to take it.
It's better to put it on his head.
I'll put it on his head.
He comes sort of round behind, approaches him cautiously, puts that on his head and recoils smartly. Like he does not move. Silence.
What's he waiting for?
Stand back. Think, pig. Stop. Forward. Stop. Think.
In other hand, with regard to...
Stop. Turn.